look, I'm not in control of the decisions you all make. I present to you a fantasy world, and you make choices. So,
this sounds like what I was explaining to my group on Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I present to you a world, you make choices, and I kill you for them.
That sounds like my academic advisor when I majored in theater.
I was, oh my god, I was telling them, Arthur, while you were still on break, that I broke out the clown shoes beer.
Yeah,
because
perfect. The bozos.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Just fucking clown shoes.
So, you may or may not know this. I'm a huge fan of the show 24. Massive fan. Absolutely love every season. Even the things that are terrible are great. So we get that 24 divided camera. We get Pascal sleeping. His kitten is eating the kibble off of his face. The number in the center of the screen says 345, right? Then in the upper right hand corner, we get Coltan, I guess passed out with his skateboard on top of him. We get Maxine sleeping quietly in her apartment. And then the final panel is the two of these fellows getting on the motorcycle, putting a helmet on when 4 police officers drop down around you. They all have submachine guns in their hands. The tactical lights are on them and they're flashing them in your face going, get down, get down. And one of them goes, I feel threatened. And another one says, he's got a gun.
I feel threatened.
I'm so glad I peed myself earlier.
I have my
So I want to be
hands
very
up.
clear here, Newton. 3 of the guns are on you. Only 1 is on Mash.
Sure. I have my hands
slightly
up.
offended.
I have my hands up and I'll say, I'm gonna grab my weapon right now and I'm gonna put it down on the ground very slowly.
All right. So one of them says, "Put the gun down," and the other one screams, "Put your hands up!"
Okay.
Those
Again.
damn Karens got you again.
Again. I'm going to slowly put my weapon on the ground in plain view.
All right.
Everyone relax.
So I want to be clear what's happening here. These are corporate cops, and they're trained to do this. I mean, killing you legally here by giving you conflicting instructions would allow them to just harvest your organs and maybe get a bonus at the end of the night. Now that you've indicated that you won't fall for this, they put their weapons in a more safe position, and they're professional now. Because they're all cops. Like, well, you're not a cop, but you know, you're in the similar business.
Sure.
Nash, one of them approaches you and starts reading you your rights of detainment. Because you're on Zetatech property, you fall under Zetatech multinational law. So they're like putting your hands behind your back, zip tying you, and indicating you're not arrested, but you're being detained for suspicion of performing a crime. You are being fined, however, because you defaced the Zetatech company property.
A trash can?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's already been charged to your account, €100.
Bonus better be fucking worth it.
Newton,
I told you not to pee.
You slowly pull your rifle down, you know, strip the magazine out, you indicate the bolt is open, you put the gun down. They zip tie you and then put the both of you on the sidewalk. And the 4 of them, like, one of them keeps watching you, and the other 3 walk away to have a quick conversation.
All right.
I overhear the conversation.
Yeah, so I mean, they're going like, look, boss, you know, they called us down here. It's just a bunch of dumbasses. You know, this doesn't look like a full edge runner team. I think I know that guy though. I think it might be like Rich or something. And the boss goes, all right, look, I'm the one in charge here. We're not gonna shake these guys down for any money or anything. If they got anything illegal on them, we'll pull it off. This guy's got an automatic weapon that's 5 to 7 years in jail, but you know, we don't really enforce that around here. We're trying not to piss off the locals. Still, if they got any drugs or anything, just bust them, you know, punch them in the face a couple times. We'll drag them in and hold them for a little while. So the 3 of them like come to a conclusion and then walk back over to you. Now, you can't transmit that information to Newton anymore because, of course, both shackled behind your head and he can't listen in on a cell phone. So the sergeant walks over and is just like, now look, You can't be hanging around here. This isn't your neighborhood. I know you understand that. You too don't belong here. And he like picks up your rifle and holds it in your face and he says, this is 5 to 7. Automatic weapons are illegal in America. Okay? I'm going to let you go because I'm a good guy in my heart. All right? We've already found your buddy here because he peed on some of our company equipment. That's destruction of property. I think there's even a code for defecation of property. Okay?
I appreciate what you've done, officer. I apologize for my idiot friend. We'll continue to move on.
Yeah. Look, you want to stay around here? You buy something out front. You go listen, those fried noodles, they're great. Get them any time of night out here, okay? We're going to let you go, but you all need to stay out of Zeta Tech property for the rest of the night, all right? And I don't want to see you around here anymore.
So no noodles tonight then?
No noodles tonight.
I mean, you've talked about them, and I mean, now I'm kind of hungry.
So he looks at the rest of his guys, and like number 4, who's been watching you all with his weapon out still, is just like, all right, look, I'll go get them some noodles. So you can tell they're moving into good guy cop mode. We've done you such a great favor here. They got to put out a ticket. They got to ride the helicopter in the middle of the night. You know, they're probably going to be on live PD looking like heroes.
It's been canceled.
Yeah. Not in the
Julie
2020
and I actually
universe.
saw them filming live PD one night. We were at a brewery and they pulled someone over and there were like video cameras and everything. It was crazy.
So the sergeant walks over to you, Mash, and is like, now look, buddy, I understand you took a little bit too much to drink. You got something to smoke in the night. You got a small bladder. You want to pee on things. You can't pee on Zeta Tech property. Here is the address to the Arasaka offices all throughout the city. Okay, you want to pee on something, pee on Arasaka property. All right, you come back around here. It's not going to be me coming to get you. Okay, I'm your friend. We have a contract with Medtech. All right, Medtech, they don't like it when people mess with our stuff. All right. You see us? We don't have a lot of cyberware here. Medtech soldiers, they're going to flatline you and then maybe revive you afterwards and ask you questions. It's going to be bad. I'm doing you a favor. You understand what I'm saying?
So Mash Nathers likes to believe that if you don't say anything, people will incriminate themselves.
Yeah.
Quite easily.
Yeah.
So Mash Nathers is just going to just look at him without saying anything.
So, I mean, this guy turns towards you, Newton. He goes, your friend here, special.
He likes me to call him mashed potatoes.
Okay, so you have that kind of relationship. I understand. I'm gonna leave that out of the report.
Do what you will with that info.
Executives don't need to know anything about your marital status.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations for the two of you, though.
Thank you.
You know, it's hard to find, love nowadays. Really, my girlfriend and I, we're going through some things. It's a rough time.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah. So the sergeant comes back, the officer comes back. He's got 2 takeaway containers of Zeta Tech brand hot noodles, peppers, onions, a little bit of real beef.
Smells delicious.
So yeah, he like packages them up and then he puts it in like the little carrier on the back of your motorcycle and he's like, all right, we're gonna let you guys go. You have 60 days to pay that ticket. Mr. Nathers here, 60 days. Pay both those tickets.
How did he know my name?
He's just like, I know your name because I'm looking at you. We have your file. We have everyone's file.
No, that was me asking you, Arthur.
Oh, I mean, they know everybody, right? I mean, there's Zeta Tech, and you're a well-known reporter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, they charged your chip account when you were driving down the highway without a helmet earlier.
Fair.
And they're charging you again now with destruction of property.
Holy shit. I just realized why it's mashed potatoes. Your fucking name is Mash.
Yeah.
It took me like 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, where the fuck did he come up with that from? Okay. Anyway.
So they unclip your things. He hands you back the rifle, and he loads the single round that was in the rifle back into the magazine, and he says, you can't put this magazine in this rifle while you're on Zetatech territory, okay? Automatic weapons are illegal in the United States of America, provisional government.
They sure are.
You don't like it? Take it up with the president.
Maybe I will. Have a good night, officer.
Yep, he pats you on the back, the four
Come
of
on,
them.
potatoes.
They grab onto their ropes as the helicopter takes off, and they lift off Mary Poppins style into the air.
I'm like, you guys are badass.
What are they saying, Arthur, as they fly away?
One of them was just like, oh, Sergeant, that was such a great bust. I feel like we're really helping the community.
Those guys, absolute tossers. You know, they were this close to trying to pin something on us just so they could bruise their knuckles for the night.
Yeah, it's a good thing I handled myself the way I did. Let's go. And we're gonna retreat away from the area. I feel like we've gathered a little bit of intel, but obviously we can't.
Did we get any information on the cameras in the back of the building? Arthur Perkins?
There are no cameras in the back as far as you could tell.
Nice.
Right. Okay.
Of course, you know, there are giant open windows.
And we do.
There could have been a
that...
camera on the other side of that watching you through it, and you would have no capability to know.
But we do know that that is the spot where we could easily, if need be, break through with force.
Yeah, like a knife, you could cut, you know, like a raggedy hole over like a minute, or, you know, if you like ran your motorcycle into it, you could break into the area, some explosives or some debt wire.
Don't give me any ideas.
This is my job as the game master, to give you ideas. I'd point debt wire is in the book, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's, the exact purpose of debt wire is to go through walls as if it was a door.
But so we're gonna retreat away because obviously we've stirred up the pot a little bit.
Yep.
So.
Well, I mean, we do have an idea of their response time.
Incredibly shitty cops. Yeah, it took them about 5 minutes to show up once you started stirring up trouble.
And their armaments, and what type of armor were they wearing, Arthur?
Okay, so their armaments were I think it's called MPK-9. It's the pretty common submachine gun. Armor was standard medium flak, armored pants, and steel helmet. The sergeant had a boom mic and a recording camera on it.
Roger, yeah. So we might have to bring some sort of like scrambler, maybe. Okay. I know for a fact that those record locally, right? They're not recording.
Correct. Like, he can't, you know, he's not hooked into the internet.
Yep. All right. Okay, so if anyone shows up, I mean, those sorts of guys would be the priority. But, you know, my understanding is we're not trying to go in here and shoot everyone. So
your understanding and the rest of the party's understanding are very different levels.
I think so. Yeah.
I feel like that's
some organs.
gonna be a lot of dead bodies by the end of this, or not.
Yeah.
We do need organs.
I do not. I will be perfectly fine simply just burning the good name of Zetatech.
I have to tell you, it feels really shitty playing terrible police officer. I'm laughing, but inside I'm actually just like, wow, it was fucking awful.
Good thing you didn't say you were a news reporter.
Oh yeah, if you had said you were a journalist.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I kind of thought that they would have gathered that, considering that the guy recognized me and they ran my name through some LexisNexis bullshit or something. So
yeah, so someone, probably not him, who's looking at those camera footage are the one, you know, they're going, it's, you know, Mash Nathers, and they're deducting it from you. They're not going, Mash Nathers, current employment, media.
I definitely probably have some sort of record because I have gone into space.
Yes,
So-
you do have a record. It's just that this is the middle of the night and they weren't going, I wonder if I should look at this guy's record. You seem clean. Just drunk.
Great.
Peeing on a trash can, that's low level. You know, that's not gonna set somebody off and go like, let's look deeper here. I wonder. Do you wear the helmet on the way out of town?
God, yes.
Yes.
Please wear the fucking helmet.
Two of you are wearing your motorcycle helmets. Born to Be Wild plays in the background as you move at electric motorcycle speeds, which is not super great.
So let's
Yeah, 65 miles an hour. You're going down a ramp, right? So you pick up a little bit of speed there.
Gets us where we need to go.
so we can chill out and wait for the go time because I feel like
So when is
that's
go
where we're at,
time?
so.
You know that the facility will the guards are leaving at 8:00. So is your boy Jimmy John's. He's gonna go deliver a sandwich.
He's freaky fast.
Jeffrey Johnson said that he is leaving the facility at 8:00 p.m. and something is happening, like the power is being shut down or something. So what is your plan? You go at 7:30, you go at 7:00, you arrive at 8?
We would meet up at like 5 or 6
Okay.
to go over any intel that we've picked up and finish making the plan, and then head over there ahead of shift change.
All right. So as you all are headed to this meeting, can I assume it's like a nice public park, sun setting in the background? We've got, like kids playing around tables. Some dudes are playing volleyball. It's all very nice and suburban. Wow, you don't like that, Jillian? You could have made a face.
No, I'm picturing like that scene in Top Gun.
Yes, it's that scene in Daz. That's exactly what we're going for. Speaking of Maxine, you get a call on your cell phone.
Right.
As you're
this
headed to the
next
meeting,
scene.
you hear a voice that's very dry say, "This is Dr. Barnabas Jenkins. Miss Martini, I've been looking into your history, and I'm curious what sort of partnership opportunity, well, someone of your lineage can offer me. Our records do not currently indicate you are employed with any corporations."
Huh. Well, hello, Mr. Barnabas. Lovely
Dr. Jenkins,
yeah,
please.
Sorry, yes, Dr. Jenkins. Sorry for being so presumptuous. So, I am in the market to traffic some high-quality, free-range, organic organs.
You want to sell me fresh dead people body parts?
I do, very much so.
I see. The phone hangs up.
Oh, well, that wasn't great.
The rest of you are watching as Maxine is stopped, puzzled for a moment as she's approaching the meetup spot on her cell phone.
Well, the gang is finally back together.
It's only been 14, 15 hours.
Finally back together.
Finally.
So, I think we know what we need to do. I think it's very obvious what we need to do. Disguises all around. We sneak in by pretending to be important people. We get in there. We look for some damning evidence, which, let's be real, mountains of it, probably everywhere. And we get what we need and we, leave. They have pretty good security.
Yeah, we're also going to kill some people, just, FYI.
Why?
To get us in here, I have had to promise a lot of people a lot of organs.
Why?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Wait.
What was this
So,
message
hang
I
on.
got from you at 3:00 in the morning?
We've got to kill like 10 people and harvest and chill some organs so I don't die. Yeah.
They've got some
Listen.
cryo tanks in there. They got to.
Well, I need to kill 4 people, so you know.
I mean, they
I'm
probably
sorry,
have.
what?
It's going to be like that movie Raising Arizona, which exists in this universe. I mean, I'm sure they've got more than they can handle. So we'll be
I
good.
love the idea that you say that in character too, that exists in this universe.
So
That's a
I just
shame,
want to. I want to
but
make
it
something
exists.
abundantly clear. Team Kick-Ass. This is a job about finding dirt on a company so that they can be strategically taken down in the public opinion. This is not about murdering people. If you want to
Of
do that,
course.
there's plenty of homeless people that do it all the time. You can just go do that. You can just shoot a couple of dudes who've already done it to someone.
No, that's the thing. Remember? Okay, this Barnabas guy, the doctor, he wrote some horribly unethical shit about making cyber soldiers to drop in war zones. He's also kidnapping and installing cyberware in the homeless people. You remember we went to the homeless place? That's what he's doing with them.
So
He
he
also
already
has
know they're
terrible
doing some
phone
screwed up
etiquette,
stuff.
just bringing that up.
well, okay.
Why would a company rival to Arizaka hire a doctor that's making cyber soldiers and kidnapping homeless people?
So
Is that
if
our-
you
that's
kill,
our
if,
angle.
if you kill him though, that angle goes away.
Not if we get all of his data first. We just have to prove that he was.
Yeah, but if he's dead, then they blame it all on this dead guy and it goes away.
I'm sure there's more.
It's better if we let them strangle themselves with evidence that we know already exists. That is how you get these companies.
Okay.
course.
So when you're talking to him, mention little nuggets here and there that you know what he was
Exactly.
doing.
And then let them lie about it. And then you bring up the evidence that contradicts their lie.
And then
That's
we'll
how
kill
you
him.
get them. Please,
If they drop weapons on us, which they probably surely will,
in
going
self-defense,
to have to
100%.
yeah,
100% self-defense. I don't want to get shot at. I think it would hurt quite a lot.
it does
So
hurt. Trust me.
I do trust you. You're like, you seem like the type of guy that if you say to me, I've been stabbed 27 times in the exact same spot, I would believe that.
Well, it was 23 times, but you were close.
Wow.
Does it
I
make
got
the
you.
ho-
I got you, big guy. I'll like pat my fanny pack that has like med kits and like
Okay,
air
so
hypos and shit.
can we agree to not just willy-nilly kill, please?
Oh no, willy-nilly. It's only 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
It would be
And
pretty stupid
only-
to go into a facility and just start killing people randomly. That's not how we operate.
And they've got to have a basement. They've got cryo tanks. They've got homeless people that they're chopping up and making robots. So I just have to get to the basement to a cryo tank.
But don't kill the homeless people just because they're there.
No, the homeless people they're homeless. That's the only crime that they committed.
So okay, if there is some dudes hanging out and they're dead and they got all their stuff's already in Ziploc bags, cool.
Just hanging out and doing what dead guys do.
Exactly, I'm cool with that.
We
But,
promised someone a whole bunch of chicken sandwiches. We're about to go to a KFC. Okay.
I prefer Popeyes. Sponsor me, Popeyes. I want that Louisiana fast.
Dude.
That's right. Love that chicken Popeyes.
Okay, let's just
We're
make
not
a
getting
hard
this
and fast-
sponsorship.
No.
Let's just
Not
make
with
a
that
hard and fast
attitude.
rule then. If you guys undermine Dante Fierro's efforts here by murdering people, that is on you.
You are the
I
only
will
person that is
not-
worried about murdering.
Dante
Nobody else has
Fierro-
brought up murder.
The guy who throws people off buildings and
Well-
drops cars on them, he's going to have a
Yes.
problem with murder?
Look, he's done exceptional work removing that from his history. The last thing he needs right now.
His logo is a car falling on someone.
That's canon now.
Yeah, but
that's probably the personal emblem of his empire.
he has made great strides to separate himself from his traumatic history. Okay. We need to do everything we can to make sure that we don't become just a notch in that traumatic history.
He has been doing some great pro bono work lately, I've noticed.
Exactly, right? feeding all of those homeless people.
I love
That
you
would
guys are just
then
adding to his backstory.
Don't worry, AP, we got this.
Thank you. Oh, I'm writing it down.
I can't even remember how many kids he's adopted now. His work is just exceptional. He's doing amazing things, all to just make his image that much better. And we need to help make his image better because, that's what we're here for.
I can't wait to see your documentary on how many people are thrown off buildings, like how many people homeless you have to feed to make up for throwing people off buildings. That's
I'm
good.
picturing like a Sally Struthers type commercial with this
Oh,
guy,
God.
like holding a starving child.
I feel like if there was the good place, Dante would definitely be doing the math on the number of orphans he would need to pay to supplement in order to make it back to the good place.
He turns into the guy that guessed it right and is
Yeah.
like drinking his own.
The guy
So
who's living in
let's-
the middle of Canada. Yeah. This is a great episode.
So that's the rule. If we could just avoid murder, perfect. I'm in.
You got to get your story so we can get paid.
in the
We
background,
also,
two
we
of
also
the
have to murder people for organs so we don't get murdered.
volleyball
That's
bros
not my problem.
come walking past you, and you can hear one of them going, "Dog, did you hear? NASA got the Mars base running up." And the other one goes, "Yeah, man, we're gonna kick those Europeans' ass from Mars." And they high five each other, and they walk past, and then they like see Newton, and they give him an up nod, like, "Bro, lift."
Yeah.
Do they do a windmill high five?
No, it's just a rate. They're not that cool.
Okay.
I wish.
Are you-
Is that what it's
agreed.
called when you do the up down high five? It's called the
Yeah.
windmill. All right.
Yeah.
Look, you'll know when I describe the windmill. I'm gonna remember that name now. I feel like probably what they do is a predator man shake, where they grab each other's muscles and do
Oh,
the
yeah. Hmm.
that's what they do.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, deal it, you son of a bitch.
Ugh.
And if someone tries to windmill handshake like a wall or something, that's called the Don Quixote.
Wow.
That's good.
Wow, that's a good literary reference right there. Yeah. All right. Now that they've acknowledged you, Newton, they continue on their bro way, broing it up.
Nice sweat, bros.
All right. Yeah, they give you an up nod, and then they down their Biotechnica
there's-
issue energy drink. It's like blue syrup.
It's got electrolytes.
Yeah, it does. It says
Oh
it
my
provides
God.
150% extra hydration compared to the next leading brand due to their cellular technology.
We lost
Right.
300% of our stocks because you said that water was better for plants than electrolytes.
Like from the toilet?
Yo, we
Just-
poop in
just to
that
be clear,
water.
the, like, 300% hydration are the two things that that Colton shotgunned 5 minutes. 5 minutes after each other.
You know, I have 5-minute energy or whatever it is. They
Yeah.
have like 5-minute hydration. Yeah.
Booked at home to like get to sleep before you do like the coffee nap trick. But with
All right.
energy.
So what's the plan? I feel like we need to come up with.
We're just going in, man. We got the passes. I think we just go in, right?
Are we doing the pincer maneuver where we're sending people in through the wall at the same
I
time?
don't know. That seemed like a real good way to get the security guys on us.
It seems like a real good way to harvest organs, also.
Wow.
So can I just ask? Does everyone have armor? And does everyone have a decent weapon?
Everyone does have armor.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Decent
I have-
weapon, not so
I have
much.
like
I mean, it's my weapon.
there was
bro.
rules about armor that like I couldn't have another
Correct. You can't multi-layer armor. Your armor is pretty good.
I mean, you can. I don't know what your rules are though, Arthur, for that.
I could
You
only,
can
I
have
could
3
only wear-
layers.
So
I can only
Newton,
wear one soft layer of armor.
you've
left.
forgotten to put armor on your head and torso. I guess
No,
you
I
don't.
haven't forgotten. I do have armor on my torso.
Yeah, you just don't have head armor.
Correct.
Well, it's not on your sheet. Your sheet doesn't have your arm or chest armor. Correctly.
No, I have Kevlar vest, torso.
Right, but up
leg.
The
up
numbers.
top above that, the SP, the stopping power, is not. Yeah, the numbers up top. You have 10 0 0 20 20.
Yeah.
Your torso armor should cover your chest and arms, and it should be a lot higher than 10, I think.
I thought Kevlar vest was 10.
Let me see.
Kevlar vest. A Kevlar
That does
t-shirt
sound
is
like-
10.
Yeah, Kevlar t-shirt is 10. Kevlar vest is going to be a heck of a lot more.
Oh.
You listen, you're wearing real armor right now. You got the good stuff.
I'm wearing whatever costs 90 monies.
Oh, that might actually be the t-shirt then. Let's take a look.
That is the Kevlar t-shirt vest.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't have any arm armor and you don't have any head armor,
Right.
Yeah.
but you have incredibly thick leg armor.
That's
you're like
Hey, it's like thick with like 7
2 C's.
Cs.
Oh, 7 C's. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well,
Newton,
I mean, you can wear a steel helmet. That costs you 20 euro bucks.
I don't know
it's
that
very
much.
obvious when you're wearing a steel helmet, though.
Yeah.
Right. You look like you're walking into a Vietnam
good.
movie.
I'm good.
Colton has got pretty good armor. Maxine doesn't have any leg armor, but she's got a good gun, a decent gun.
Thanks.
Who am I missing?
Got some
Pascal
guns.
has a really good chest armor, and he's got.
Oh, that's Maxine's nickname. Maxine Guns Martini.
Guns out, funds out.
Here's the thing about Glimo's weapon is that it sucks, but he's also got the needle gun loaded with sleep darts, which is kind of questionable. It's also super illegal though, so if you
All
get
right,
picked
Adam
up,
Jensen.
you get picked up by the cops, Pascal's going away for a long time. They'll probably put him in a cryo tank and brain dance him for like 5 years.
If we are going to pincer maneuver, it'd be probably best to send me and Pascal around back because I can.
Well,
cut
I
open
mean,
the
the only
thing with
the only
my finger
reason
thing.
why I say that's a bad idea is because the moment we went behind back is the moment that they called in the.
Yeah.
the
That gives us 5 minutes. If we go in through the front using the counterfeit things, we
we
can
could potentially be in there for a very long time.
Exactly. I think that is a better idea.
What was the power situation? That doesn't happen till later.
So you think it's not super clear. You know that there have been occasional outages, and that the backup battery here lasts about 15 minutes, the local generator. Supposedly they are shutting the place down at 8 p.m. and that's why most of the staff is going home so that they can do something about the power situation, maybe, but it was not clear what's going on there. The person you learned it from didn't really know what was happening.
But there was somebody was saying something about something big happening like the following day.
Correct. You heard the security guard at the warehouse over the radio link saying that there was something happening tonight.
Yeah. That seems.
But only
important.
Mash and Newton know that, and I don't know if they shared it with
Never
you
mind.
yet.
I don't know that.
I mean, I think that we would share. I think at this point,
Now that we're sharing the body dump theory, where you're all gonna, you're bringing it all out. You're sharing everything.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, we're sharing everything at this point.
Well, we gave Pascal the doc's real address, so if we don't get him now, Pascal can get him later.
Hmm.
So
'Cause I think the doc is the.
I would suggest that we get into the facility before shift change because we're not sure when the real card is going to stop working. So I'd say we want to be in the building 7:30 at the latest.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Let's do that then. So I think we all go in via the front door. All got our fake IDs. Who has the real one?
I think Does Maxine have it?
But like, it needs to look like the
Well, it would
resource
either be-
manager as much as possible.
None of you look anything close to him.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
All of you are
Alright,
much
does anyone
fitter
have-
and younger than
Well,
him.
wait, but we've made forgeries for all of us. We would
Correct.
keep the real one in like a back pocket. It's not what you would be showing.
Okay, gotcha.
Who
So
has,
I would
who
think
has
either-
the highest persuasion? Because that's persuasion fast talk is generally what you would use to be like, hey, I'm here. You know, flash the thing, put it away.
Yeah, because
Or
I
like-
could use like the fake one or like the real one to like swipe through, and then if he was just
Right.
like, "Hey, who are you?" I could show like the fake. Okay.
And is persuasion cool or empathy? That's cool, isn't it?
It's empathy.
Persuasion.
It's empathy.
Persuasion is empathy. Cool is for like intimidation and torture.
Oof.
Yep.
I mean,
the
I
other
don't
thing
have-
that might work here is
Well,
sleight
I've
of
got-
hand.
I've got 11 total.
Not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Got like 6 sympathy. Eee.
Listen, Mash has really great persuasion and fast talk if he wants to add his credibility to it, but that requires revealing his real identity and job in the process.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, one of the things I could do is I could walk in there and be like, hey, listen, this place is going down and you can help.
Man, why did I bother getting that fake ID? Jeez.
We've got this ID. It'll let us get in everywhere. All you need to do is turn a blind eye. But bam.
Listen, that's I want to tell you, I wouldn't say I'm a military intelligence expert by any means, but that's like the last play you should try.
Yeah,
I would
no,
say that
100%.
is the play you use when every other possible
Yeah.
way to get in has been blocked, because if you foil on that one, someone's gonna press a button and call the cops. If your first
say-
go-to is something bad is happening, convert now.
I'd say we probably give it to Mesh because like he's the one that can record stuff just by looking at it.
Correct.
So if he needs to get into somewhere, he should be able to
All
do
right.
that.
Yeah, move
So-
around freely. Yeah.
I'll do a persuasion fast talk on the first try, and if that doesn't work, I'll let her in on the grand scheme and see if she's down to clown.
Okay, so is the plan everyone goes in through the front door, 7:30, you pretend like you're supposed to be there, and you all move in as a pack?
We're the crew that's going to be working on the power fluctuations.
Oh, interesting.
Or
Yeah.
it could
Do
be
we have like
here for the
clipboards or
thing.
something?
I don't
mean,
feel
I
like
got a
you currently have
disguise
clipboards, but you could certainly, grab one at a dollar store.
Yep.
I've got wardrobe and style, Arthur, just for this moment.
All right.
So do I.
Does anyone have a 6 or higher?
I have 4.
I have
Good.
1.
I've got 2 ranks. What's that? That's based on attractiveness, so I would have a total of 6.
No, it's the skill level that matters.
Okay, 2 ranks.
Okay. All right. So one of you is going to have to make a roll to try to get clipboards, and
Okay.
we're important contractor working on the power. Like
What did you, Maxine?
suspenders,
What's your,
flannel,
Oh, I know you took that.
khaki work pants, cargo pants, maybe.
All right.
Maxine,
I'll make the roll.
what's your wardrobe and style?
My wardrobe style is, where is it? Precision handguns, secondary skills 4.
Okay, so same as MASH.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay. One of you will need a roll. Difficulty is a 12.
I'll throw some luck into here. I'll put
Okay.
I'll put 1 luck in there. I only got 3 luck in total, so this one. Oh yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
that's a 9. That's almost a 10. That's almost a perfect roll.
So for €200 bucks, you'll be able to walk away with 5 generic electrical contractor outfits, and like clipboards, hard hats, that kind of deal.
I mean, I've got 40 I can throw into the pot.
I have $327.
Oh, it looks like you're bankrolling this then.
All right, then.
Okay, 200 euro bucks. You settle up with the clerk. All 5 of you walk out looking like a combination of Ghostbusters and electricians.
Hell yeah.
I'd also like to say that these clothing would do best to hide long arms. Is that possible?
Yes. If you have a L-rated weapon, you can hide them underneath these clothing.
Heck yeah.
Tell them about the Twinkie, Egon.
I feel like Pascal is definitely the Egon of this group.
It's also worth pointing out, Spooty, I know you and I have various arrangements of ammunition. Armor piercing or standard?
I have a clip of standard and a clip of armor piercing.
Well, which one's loaded into the gun right now?
Oh, armor piercing for sure.
Okay. All right.
I'll bring 2 clips of standard and 1 of AP, I guess.
I am taking 4 points off my armor since I will not be wearing my heavy leathers.
Okay. What was it, Radisaurus
I mean, you can put
told
that in
me?
a duffel bag if you want, my man, and then...
If you need more than 3 magazines, you're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm also mashed Nathers. I'm shooting for style, dude. There's a difference.
Understood. All right, so you all head up. There's still 3 guys eating at the place, but it's not the same 3 guys.
I was say they'd be really hungry
to be eating for like 15 hours straight.
That's
Yes.
cardboard cutouts to make the place look full.
No, they're
it's a
real.
Home Alone situation.
They're real shoppers. The security cameras, of course, lock on to you as you all come up. The security door is directly ahead of you, and it says security. And then there's the visitor's entrance. Newton, as that door opens, you notice that what are they called? Millimeter wave. There's metal detectors for like checking to see if anyone's bringing stuff in. So I mean, it's not going to say, "Hey, this guy's got a gun," but they are going to say, "Hey, this guy's got a lot of,
I'm
it's
just
pinging
picturing
now."
that scene from the end of the Matrix.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll go through the metal detector and I'll be like,
I mean, it doesn't make a beep, but you're fairly you know if it made an audible beep, it would have with you walking through.
so it didn't go off when I went through, or it did?
I mean, there's no one here attending to it. Probably
well,
someone
let's
in
walk
the
through.
security office is going, "Hey, this guy's got a lot of stuff
Oh,
on
what
him."
I'll do is I'll say, oh, and I'll pull out my clipboard that has a little metal thing on the top, and I'll kind of wave it towards the security office.
Okay, all right. A camera picks that up. I mean, all of you, I think, are going to ping as you walk through.
What?
Oh, yeah, no,
what
we
is
got
this?
that toolkits. You know,
Yeah.
stuff.
I guess it'll go off on my gun then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's gonna go. I mean, that's what it's supposed.
But
I'm assuming that enough people have cyberware that this is a problem.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of corporate offices have this. It's not necessarily to detect guns. It is also to detect cyberware. It's just to let security know that you aren't as innocent as a normal flesh bag with no weapons on them, right? Like, you could be a potential threat and you deserve more attention than normal.
how does my CyberArms EMP shielding affect this?
Your CyberArms EMP shielding will not set this off, but any other metal things that you have on them will. So, I mean, like, if you have a gun on you, it's still going to go off.
Yeah, I feel like if you just show cyber limbs or cyber what the hell ever, they'll be like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so show my
guess-
cyber arm.
Yeah, I assume they wouldn't know if it was a gun or a CyberArm that set it off. So just like,
Sure.
I've got my big tech toolkit that I'm just, carrying.
So I am going to show on the map several obstacles for you. The lock panel. So I think you guys can see these now. They look like locks on the battle map here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the audience in on this. All these lock indicators, you all can rightly see. The cameras,
like this right here.
yes, the cameras, only Newton has a high enough awareness to immediately pick them up. The rest of you would need to make a roll. As you enter the facility, you can see that this wall right here is just like the walls in the back. It's a hollow wall. Right now it's set to show all the people eating outside and the beautiful corporate skyline of New Redline. The person behind the desk here, the secretary, is sealed in. Like, you can reach over the counter to get to her, but if you wanted to like go back there, you'd have to go through this door right here. She, based on her facial features, she was probably African American before whatever happened to her happened. It's been replaced by, you know, those like silvery futuristic robots that look kind of human. Imagine that, but made of obsidian instead. All that you can see from the neck up is that her entire body has been replaced entirely by like this cybernetic armored exterior. She has tubes and other connectors coming out of the back of her head and body that attach her to the ceiling. And she is clacking away in the keyboard and says, "Welcome. The facility will be shutting down in the next half an hour. May I ask who all of you are?"
So I'll walk over to the counter, Arthur Perkins, and I will.
Her eyes narrow at you, and they're very clearly Kiroshi opticals, so they're cybernetic as well. In fact, from what you can see, there isn't any flesh parts of her. It's clear that she's taking a picture of you and running it through something.
Did you get my good side? I'll say as I walk up, laying on the charm.
Identification, please.
Sure. I do the, lazily just hold it up in my fingers, showing us a gold thing. I'm not really like, letting her see the photo or the name on it or whatever.
Purpose of visit?
Well, we're clearly here to deal with the power outages.
Understood. We weren't expecting you until tomorrow.
Yeah, we're efficient. You know how it is. Get shit done. Then the future self don't have to worry about it.
So she slides you over a log and says, "Sign here."
So I'll take the log and I'll put Jace McWeatherson.
Jason McWeatherson. Wow.
In there, and then I'll just I'll put a smiley face in there and I'll just hand it back, and I'm just like, long night, huh? And I'll say, as I sort of like motion to the other guys, is like, can you buzz us through?
You'll need to use your security card. And she gestures to one of the doors and says, "On the decontamination center."
Not a problem. And I just sort of walk over and I just boop, boop.
All right, it opens. Do the rest of you do your fake badge as he's holding the door open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flip it out.
So she's no longer paying attention to any of you. Once she watched intensely to make sure his key card worked, but once that happened, she looked away. The rest of you enter a scary-looking decontamination chamber, which will definitely spray you down with like hot, foamy something or other in order to make sure that you're capable.
So, Arthur, here's what happens, right? I'm recording this in my eyes, and then like when I walk through the door, like a logo appears on my arm sleeve, and it's like I don't know, what did I say the name was? Jace
McWeatherson.
Yeah, it's like McWeatherson hot dogs, as a logo on the side. And I'm just like, shit. We're in, boys.
All right. So there is barely enough room for the five of you to stand in here comfortably. Mm-hmm. If you want to get a little close together, it's less comfortably. There is a computerized voice that says, "Decontamination starting in 60 seconds.
Put on my cyber goggles just for like eye protection, not even to like do anything.
So the voice is running through the legal process. Like, Zetatech is not responsible for any damage to your genetic code. UVC lighting is known to cause the following harmful properties, and it begins listing them off. And like halitosis, death, cancer. Genetic mutation.
Got it.
All right, so what's happening is
I agree button without
giant blue lights are coming down from the ceiling and it says killing all viruses, and then it says destroying all biological contaminants, and all of you get sprayed down with quick foam, and after about 30 seconds it dries off.
I've been to this part.
Just like going to the car wash.
The rear door behind Coltan closed and locked, and the door in front of Pascal opens when this is done, which leaves you in a hallway that looks something like this.
Welcome to the car wash.
So you can see a door that says laboratory on the floor, a door that says something about security here. Sorry, a door that says security directly to your north. Like as soon as the door opens to let you out, there's a security door. And there's a special laboratory right here.
All right, so I motion for everyone to put on their like little headsets now so that we can talk to each other.
There's also a hallway that continues down. You don't know where it goes.
Did we get access to the layout of this place beforehand, like in game?
Yes, you have a handout where you can look.
I mean, do our characters know this?
Yes, that was the first thing that happened. Was the fixers came back with that handout.
Okay, and we know that the bottom right most office, this one,
yes,
is
that is the office of the administrator of this place, Dr. Barnabas Jenkins.
So, if everyone's connected to the same connection network, right?
So you all are
do any of
wearing
you guys-
headsets of some kind?
Do you guys have any sort of technology for communication?
Cell phones, something like that.
Cell
You
phone.
got a cell phone.
Do we all have
Okay.
like the headpieces that connect to our cell phones?
You
like,
got
through a wire?
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Oh no, you need to lose quite a lot of humanity to get Bluetooth functionality.
No, it's like
Thank you
it's
very
like
much.
No,
wired. It's like,
external Bluetooth, not internal. Yes, I'll say you all have headsets to go with your
Okay.
earpieces, but it's only in one ear.
Do
except
they
for
like
tech-
plug into the phone?
Yeah, it's probably physically wired to the phone. Yes.
Yeah.
Bluetooth is invented by Techno Viking in this universe
I'll buy that.
because Bluetooth is a Celtic rune thing.
So,
Arthur,
Viking rune thing.
I would like to do the following things with my heads-up display, my marquee. I'd like to have a mini map going,
Sure.
and I'd also like to be able to have a basic understanding, or I don't know if I can ping their devices. I think I can, to a degree, to know where they are on the map.
sure.
'Cause
When
this
you
is
say
like
devices, you
for
mean the rest of
audience.
your team.
Yes, I do.
Yes. All right. Yeah. You can focus on where all of them are on the call.
Mhm.
Just know that your cell phones are all in an unsecured channel. So if you can do
No,
this, other people can do.
Mine.
Correct.
any devices
Yours
connected to
isn't,
mine?
but theirs is.
Okay. So I guess ahead of time, I would be the only one that would like communicate with everyone, if that makes sense. Because like,
The rest of us would have to make it sound like we're doing the electricity job, but like
Right.
drop hints that we're actually somewhere else.
You just need to use significant PC talk. Oh, yeah, this is like that time in Kentucky, south, down at the bottom. Kentucky. The Kentucky job that we did, down at the bottom. The bottom, damn it! Kentucky's not that far south, but it's farther south than Delaware, so.
South enough.
Here's the thing. As you all are getting hosed off, the wall to your north changes from hologlass to see-through, and you can see a security officer in there is like waving you to go forward because you all are standing around.
Cool.
As this happens, there are lights on the ground that tell you where to go. The lights go this way and indicate that you should head in that kind of direction.
Sure, let's play along until it's time to not play along.
I think, my Zoom crashed for whatever reason, so we're gonna have to reorganize.
Your Cyberpunk camera?
Yeah.
The lights are leading you to an office that says Resource Manager, located right here.
Oh, it's Jared.
Not his name, but I'll buy that.
It's probably a broom closet. I like the idea that it is. Yeah, the cameras are out of order, by the way, Arthur. In case you're wondering.
Yeah, because you came back. So we'll reorder them right now. Let me turn off all of the Roll20s stuff so that I can go get my notes. Everyone needs to turn their cameras off, and it's Glimo, Henley, Spootnik, Drumurboy, Jillian.
One sec. Sorry.
So there's Glimo, then me. Wait, Jillian has to turn.
Yeah,
hers
Jillian
off.
has to
Camera
turn.
up? Okay.
Yes,
off.
you're last. Okay, so Glimo, Henley, Spootnik, Drumurboy, Jillian. Perfect. We're all back in the correct order.
Yay!
All right, so Pascal, are you walking up to this door and knocking on it or opening it?
Yeah.
All right, so inside is the guy, Mr. Johnson, and he turns and he
I
goes.
feel like Maxine should be up here too.
Yeah, here. I'm coming.
He
Here we
turns
go.
and he
Yeah,
goes,
right here.
"Who are you?" And he goes, "Oh, you're with Arasaka. Is this happening right now? Okay, what do you want me to do? You want me to like put my hands up, or maybe you want to like slam my head against my desk? What are we doing?"
Yeah. So, slam your head against your desk.
No, like you have to slam my head against the desk.
Oh, I was really hoping you would do that part. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's a deal breaker for me. Like, I'm not going to slam my head against my own desk. I mean, isn't that going to hurt a lot? Like,
Okay, fine. So I like grab his head and slam it against his desk.
Okay. You have a brawling or any martial art or any sort of skill like that?
I definitely do not.
Okay, let's make a roll to see if you can knock him
You
out
should
in
have
one
brawling.
go.
It's one of the primary skills for Fixer.
I have persuasion, forgery, awareness, nose, handgun, melee. Oh, yeah, I do have brawling. Yay, thank you.
Yeah, make a brawling check here real quick. You need a 15 to knock
Alright.
this guy out in one go. Otherwise,
Alright.
you're just going to injure him and he's going to be like, "Oh, God, that hurts so much."
Okay, so I'm clicking on that. How do I roll that?
If you click on the skill, it'll give you a pop-up that says miscellaneous or whatever modifier, and you just add 0. Unless you want to throw some luck behind it.
I swear I'm clicking on it and I'm not getting anything.
Let me take a look.
coming up.
Maxine, Martini,
Click.
Raleigh. I got it. That is not a success.
Oh no.
All right, you slam this guy's head down against his desk, and he goes, "Ah!" There's a gash on his forehead. It's bleeding real bad. He's howling in pain. He's like, "Ah! Oh God, it hurts so much."
So I kind of push by, and I don't even use the flechette. I just take one of the extra needles that I have for reloads, and I just
You sticking with it?
stick in with it and say, "Shh, don't fight it.
All right.
Don't fight it."
Oh, thank you.
He goes, "What?" So how does this work?
I think he has to. It's a sleep drug, so I
Yep.
think he has to make a save.
It's if he doesn't have the skill, I'm pretty sure it's just a body or a cool. It might be cool.
Let's see here.
Resist
Sleep
torture
drugs.
drugs
Affect sleep. Yes. Okay. So what is the?
I'm pretty sure it's. Hang on. I'm pretty sure it's cool. Yes, resist torture drugs is cool. So,
What's the difficulty for your flechettes?
It doesn't say in the description of the.
hang
It
on.
just
What
says.
is the gun?
It just says.
It's a gun. You said.
Yeah, it's the flechette pistol that you can load with drugs, and one of the drugs is sleep.
Yeah, it's
But it
probably
doesn't say
under
what
the
the DC
drugs
is.
chapter.
Exotic.
It
Yes,
is an
it's an exotic weapon. It's probably on page 122 with the drug chapter.
Okay,
Synth
so-
coke, speed heal, smash, dwarf, blast glaze. I don't see sleep.
No, it's not. It's these sorts of things aren't really what you.
The
problem with
strength to
drugs-
save versus sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more like it's an effect that you save against, because most drugs, like the worse they are, the easier they are to like. It's a weird one, yeah. So it's under Friday Night Firefight, I guess.
Oh, is it in Friday Night Firefight?
The types of damage that you can get, yeah.
sleep
Actual-
drugs.
The effects table is soporific, though.
Yep. We got sleep drug.
It just says gas effect, sleep, damage none. He just makes a save. If he saves successfully, then he gets half effect, which is drowsiness and -2 to all stats.
Okay. But what is the save number?
It's whatever his normal saving throw is.
What strength of the drug is it?
Oh, you mean like a stun save? All right, he fails
Stun save,
horribly.
yeah.
Yep. He falls asleep and goes night night.
Nice.
He is now bleeding on his forehead onto the table he's on, and it's getting on like the side of his face and on his lips. It's getting in his keyboard.
So I patch him. Since I'm here, I've got first aid, and I just stop him from bleeding everywhere, so that
Sure. That's going to engage you for a minute or more. So, what are the rest of you doing? I mean, there was just loud shouting. You can see that there is a laboratory door here with a card reader.
I'm tapping Nash and like pointing at the door to the executive, the doctor.
For
Because it's like right here, right?
for your guy, you automatically detect, of course, if there's a camera there, Newton, and there's a panel. But I'd point out you can't, like, unless you say it out loud, no one else knows the camera's there until they make an awareness check.
Say, there's a camera watching what we're doing. There's a panel right below it.
Suspicious. I'm gonna walk over to the thing and just, boop, boop.
Okay. The door opens and leads you into the executive's room. And you hear someone go, "What the hell was that? Mr. Johnson? What the hell was that?" And you can see a man seated behind a desk. He turns to look at you and he goes, "You're not Johnson, and you're not authorized to be here." And he goes to reach underneath his computer desk. You're holding up a card?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just goes, "You're not authorized to be here."
Well, actually, we're here to make sure that the power outages don't roll through again. We're actually here to fix all of this.
And he says, "That should not have gotten you access into my office."
Oh, no, Johnson gave me this card. He said it was fine to go around and check all the rooms for this stuff.
Mr. Johnson told you that.
I mean, yeah, he's in the next room if you want to go take a look.
Make a fast talk and persuasion.
I will spend a luck point on this one.
That's good, because the difficulty
please.
is 20.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to kill this guy.
Well, I mean, Pascal has to kill this guy, so yes.
Oh yeah.
Woohoo!
Oh, boy.
baby!
No.
Yes.
You roll,
I
can you roll another d10?
With luck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he fumbled, he rolled a
the
1.
luck doesn't
Yeah.
stop you from rolling a 1 though. So.
True.
You want me to roll another d10?
Yep.
Oof.
Okay.
That's not good.
They just don't buy it.
Okay, can I grab Jeffrey's phone and like try to impersonate him and like call him and say like, "Hey, I authorize this guy."
Okay. I'll buy
Okay.
that.
I have
Do you have any sort of voice synthesizing technology?
I do. And I'm in
I
the
do
room
not,
with-
but you do, yeah.
All right.
And I'm in the room
so
with
you
her.
all have the length of the conversation between Mash and Barnabas to make that call. So you've got maybe 30 seconds. So you scramble for his phone, you get it out of his pocket, getting into somebody else's pocket. The flesh is warm and a little jiggly when you struggle the phone out of his pocket. You go through it. He's in his contacts list. You've got 15 seconds to perfectly impersonate him and give me a believable story to this guy. What do you say, Pascal? Maxine is holding the phone up to your face while you voice synthesize.
If that's happening, I'm, just
This is happening at the
command
same time you've already talked. So
Right. Okay.
this is contiguous.
Okay, that's fine.
So, the phone rings.
Yeah.
He picks up.
Yes, he picks up and he says, "Yes, I was just about to call you, Johnson."
Yes, I'm sorry, Dr. Jenkins, but the power outage situation is getting worse. So we got these people in from the power company on very short notice. I'm sorry that I didn't have time to let you know by normal channels.
This is your only job, Johnson. This is literally the only reason you were hired.
Yes, and that's why I took the initiative to get these people in quickly, because I know how urgent the timetable is.
And you cleared them for badges that would allow them to wander into my office?
They are going to need to see the whole site to be able to track down the power issue.
Okay, make a persuasion and fast talk. I'm going to give you a +2 because he doesn't know it's not you.
My leg is getting ready to roundhouse kick this man.
What's going to be the difficulty?
20. I mean, just to be clear, this guy has his finger over something underneath his desk, and
so you're gonna give me a +2. I'm gonna also throw 4 luck into it. So
wow.
I'm gonna be
you
rolling.
really
at
don't
a
want to fail this, huh?
+6. I really don't want to fail this.
Don't roll a 1 on a 1d10.
26. Okay. His hand moves away from the button under his desk, and he goes, "Next time, submit the proper forms, Johnson. I know you weren't Arasaka like the rest of us, but you could learn a little something about corporate security. Zeta Tech College of Resource Management, my ass."
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. It won't happen again, sir.
You, what's your... So he hangs up on you, and then he turns towards Mash Nathers and goes, "What's your name again?"
Weathersmith.
Okay. And why are
Like
you
the
in my
hot dog.
office?
I literally say like the hot dog to him. It's like, well, I need to run this kajigger over your station to make sure it's not leaking any valuable power.
Okay, I'm shutting down all of my electronics. You can't be in here while my projects are running. And
Sure,
you aren't
absolutely.
authorized to go into the laboratories.
The moment he pulls his hand away from the
Yeah?
computer or the button or whatever,
Yeah?
I pull out the Uzi and I'm just like, nah, motherfucker, not today.
Okay. All right. So to be clear, you quick drawing on him?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's roll initiative between you and him.
I'm not shooting him though. I'm holding him.
I
hostage.
understand, but we're going to
Ooh.
roll initiative because if he wins and he sees you going for an Uzi, he's going to shoot you.
Oh, by the way, while this phone call was happening, I subdermally was telling Newton to get as close as he can because shit is going down. We need this computer online and active for him to.
Okay,
For
I
us to
want to
get
be
to
clear
our
though.
lines.
Right here.
If you have, just to be clear, you sending that to Newton means that someone can pick it up from Newton's side and know that you're saying that.
All I'm saying is like.
I need you to be here if shit goes down. That sounds really suspicious. I'm not saying anyone is currently listening to you, but I know you're paranoid that that might be a thing.
Just to come hither.
Yeah. Significant policey subdermal glance, you know?
That is not a thing.
Subdermal glance. If that's not an episode title, I don't know what is.
So you want me to roll initiative? Is that right?
Yes.
Is there a button for initiative? Did we work that? Oh no, we got it. The thing.
Yes, and you have to update the thing now so that it'll automatically give you well, you're gonna put a 3 in because you're fast drawing. Oh shit,
Hey,
you're
that's not
pretty
so
good.
bad.
Okay, so this guy has a thing and he's not fast drawing because he doesn't know that you're drawn down on him. He goes first by a lot.
Whoa.
He goes first by a whole.
He's got a plus 11 and
Yes.
Wow.
and reflex.
Yeah, he has a reflex of 11. Yep. So you go to pull out your submachine gun and you're going, "Motherfucker!" He rises from the chair, 100% pure chipped karate. He is rising. He just goes for a fucking crane kick to kick you in the face as you're pulling the gun out. So let's see.
Pretty sure I can block with my own karate.
Yes, you can. Please do. Okay, so
This will be really dangerous because the first person to hit the other person has to roll a stun.
and as he's doing this, his
Yeah.
ripper claws come out of his hands in the process.
More
So.
like bitcher claws.
Wow.
What
Wow.
a nerd.
He has a 23 on his karate check.
So I'm rolling, I guess, dodge here. I don't remember what my bonuses are in this. Okay, so I have block at 2.
Okay.
So I think I'll do that. That seems better. And I get a +5 because of my level in Taekwondo.
Taekwondo?
Yep, that's what I
Okay.
have.
Just wanted to make sure that was what you were saying because it was
Where the fuck is block?
not correct.
Oh, it's BLOC. I was like, okay. +5. Yeah.
Okay, you block him.
It's heckin' anime as hell, Arthur. He,
Sorry,
like,
do
goes
I
for the
get something
head.
for like strike? Do I get a bonus for strike? The karate thing? Yeah, I would, right? All right, let me double check.
It whatever the karate bonus is for strike.
All right, I only rolled his extra karate skill amount, but I didn't add the
Yeah.
strike bonus. So let's take a look and see what
So-
that is.
I think I can pull that up real quick for you. I think
If it's a +2, then you guys are just gonna connect with each other and do nothing.
yeah,
be
I
super
think it might be a
karate-like.
+2. Where is it? Yeah, okay, got it up. Karate is strike is +2.
Okay, so you
Arthur,
two
it's
perfectly
strike, click,
match.
and block. Yeah.
The two of you perfectly match. His chipped in shitty karate is matched by your taekwondo. It's like 3 seconds of fighting, and in the process he uses his leg as his second action to trigger the facility alarm, and you hear everything, like all the lights in the facility go red, and you hear a voice go, "Facility lockdown, 5 minutes until police interception, find cover immediately." And then you hear like another voice coming from the decontamination chamber going, "Running continual decontamination to prevent exit from the facility." Match Nathers, your go.
You have fucked us all.
The two of you have met each other's karate and taekwondo perfectly. You got in a couple of quick strikes. You managed to avoid those ripper claws and those lightning fast karate feet that would really mess you up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick him real hard.
Sure. Who's gonna block? So he gets 14 plus 2 for 16.
Yeah, I'm rolling. Yeah.
Getting any
+5.
luck to this or anything?
Nah.
Okay.
Bonus damage 5.
Oh, that was good.
Wow.
You
Nice.
rolled.
You kick him through the
He
window.
exploded.
Wow. 14 leg damage. Let's see here. That might not even hurt him. Let me
What
double
in
check.
Arthur?
Nope.
8 damage to a leg.
If he has
is more than
armor
enough
though,
to just-
is the problem. But no, you actually you physically break his leg and he collapses in the process. He goes, "Ah!" Let me go ahead and update his sheet as he screams in pain. Right,
Fuck.
no leg armor here. 14 injury means that he needs to make a stun save at -3.
Also, if I did more than 8 damage to a single limb, it should be completely inoperable.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You broke his leg.
And
Oh, he has a BTM of 14, so it's only 10 damage total. But yes, you did basically break his right leg. Fully broken.
my God,
Just knee
Taekwondo.
backwards. Bam.
Ew.
Let's have everyone else roll initiative to join in on the party.
Yay.
Jimmy Johns is still unconscious and will be for like a minute longer, probably.
Oh.
Ooh.
Got a 2.
Yeah, Newton's getting up in here.
I'm
Wow,
getting
you
up
got-
in
why
that.
Why is everyone's initiative so bad?
That's a great question.
It's just like in real life. I have very little initiative.
Did you redo the initiative thing, Jillian? There's a small
mean, it's
She
showing
didn't,
up
but
in the
it would be
thing,
a 5, so yeah.
Okay.
1d10
Oh, and I need to
3.
roll for security. Security! As they get across the facility. Oh, and I want to start a round counter, because after a certain number of rounds, the police will show up.
Or not show up. Yeah, whatever.
No, they're...
5 minutes in 6-second rounds is a very long time, though.
I don't know, like that 20-minute conversation on the phone felt like it was like 2 minutes. So,
Well, I mean,
Agreed.
each round in this game is 6 seconds.
okay.
Yeah, so this guy on one leg reaches for his...
He's stunned. He can't do shit.
No, he's not. Oh, you're right, he did fail. My bad.
He can't do anything until he passes. So So every turn, he has to do another stun save.
The problem is I didn't see what the roll is, because his stun was actually only a -2 instead of a -3, but I'll buy that. Because I forgot his BTM, but yeah. All right, he doesn't do anything then. Newton, Maxwell.
Yes.
This guy his right leg is now broken after Nathers' masterful Taekwondo moves. He is one-legged on the floor, searching around for something. The facility is going nuts. Things are going into lockdown. You can see that the door you're standing right next to is about to close and lock itself.
I push his body in the way of the door
So,
to prevent it from closing.
You're going to physically pick him up and move him into the doorway?
Yeah, I have wrestling as martial arts.
Yeah, excellent. Give me a roll. You need a 15.
Yep. 17.
Oof.
Okay,
My
you
dude.
physically pick his body up and move him over there. It's more like pro wrestling for you at this point, but yeah, it's not going to be great. Like if this door shuts with hydraulic power, it's probably going to sever his spine.
Well, whatever.
Okay, Mash Nathers. Oh, sorry. You have any number of extra actions that you can take,
Okay.
but each additional one is a -3.
Is there some sort of metal apparatus that is stronger than a squishy body to keep this door from closing that I can shove in there?
There are chairs. There's a table. There's a lot of desk terminal work, electronics.
I'll shove a chair in there.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay, so Mash, your exit from this facility is now blocked by Newton Maxwell, a chair, and a body of a guy rolling around on the floor in pain, trying to reach for something. What do you do? Things are going bonkers. Your perfect plan has fallen apart.
All because of a button. I'm wondering if there's a way that I can reverse the.
We're good. We're fine. We're all clear
Same
here.
thing on my turn because I've got electronic security.
Yeah. But if that's not the case, do you mention that to me, Pascal? As I say that's probably what we should.
Yes.
do?
Well, yes.
Okay, so I'm actually then going to do what I can to gather evidence in this room. Look through personal computer, library search, data interface, whatever you want me to do, Arthur. I can do it.
Which one would you like to do? He's got his computer terminal, which you can use, or if you have data term plugs, you can plug into it and try to do it. That way, he's got plenty of papers left on the table.
Let's do the computer first with the data term plug. I also have library search as a skill here.
Okay, so your library search is going to take you 1 minute.
Even with the data term?
Yes. I mean, it's taking you 1 minute to get everything that you want, instead of 10 minutes or an hour.
So that's what, 11 rounds?
Yes.
10 rounds, sorry?
Yeah. You don't
10
just
rounds,
plug it into the computer and get what you want immediately. Not even on our computers, which are not Cyberpunk 2020 computers. You aren't exactly going here and typing in the Windows search bar evil plans. Trying to see if evil plans.txt pops up.
I mean,
Rich text file. Sorry.
That's probably the first thing that he looks for.
Evil plan.rtf.
I mean, what else are you going to call it? So
Doc
yeah,
X.
is there a way that I could speed this up? Maybe.
No, this is the speeded up version. You know what? I will. If you take a +4 on the difficulty, I'll let you do it in half the amount of time, 5 rounds.
To what? So that would be 14 instead of 10?
It would be 19 instead of 15.
That's tough. What does library search use? Intelligence?
I think it might be tech, but
master skill.
It's int.
Int. I'm a
I'll give you a +3. +3 is under stress or done quickly. So yeah, 18 or 15.
All right, I'll do the under stress.
Okay, 18. If you do it, 5 rounds.
Okay.
So while you're
And,
plugged in, you can't do really anything else. Your whole body is set to just doing that, and you know,
all right.
searching with your mind. All right, do it. Let's do it.
I'm using my +1 luck here.
Putting that last point in.
Yeah.
Good time to do it. No, missed by 1. Okay, so it's still going to take you the full minute to get it done.
All right.
Security guards begin their response time. Coltan Bonez, shit is breaking down. There's now a chair and a body between you and Newton.
Yep, so I'm kicking the laboratory door in.
Okay, so the laboratory door has a lock on it. I know that the panel isn't there. But there is a lock on it, so just to be clear, like when you kick it, it's clear that this door will not give easily. If you want to do it, it's going to be a roll, or you could alternatively try some like lockpick real quick.
I mean, you could always just grab the card off of me.
You're around a wall though.
Yeah, you could. What's your movement allowance?
It's on the sheet. If you scroll down, it'll tell you.
He's 6 meters away, so if you have a movement allowance, if you have a run of 12, you can get there and back with 1 action. Bonez, you have a run of 12. Yep, you can do it. You can run in there, grab the card, and then swipe it to open the laboratory. Is that what you want to do?
Sure.
Okay, so you have to grab it off of Mash Nathers' back pocket. Mash is currently standing with plugs in his arms, plugged into a computer, staring blankly into nothingness. You've seen this before, but it's always really weird to look at. You open the laboratory door, which looks somewhat like this.
Because I know, because we had the thing before, that there's a door up to the north that will get us into the hallway, like it's a loop.
There are 2 scientists inside who look surprised. On a workbench behind them is what appears to be a live conscious human being currently in the middle of surgery without any anesthetic. They've got a gag in their mouth and they've been strapped down to the table and their stomach is open, and it's clear that some cyberware is being added to them. The 2 doctors are like looking at each other, and one of them's going, "My goodness, it seems something is happening in the facility." And then Coltan, you open the door and they go, "Who are you? What are you doing in here? This is a restricted zone."
I also like the idea that the guy that's supposed to be filming all this stuff is not saying any of the good stuff.
Correct. And just I'm gonna draw where this still living conscious patient is.
Yeah.
Work table.
Well, like I can take extra actions or just.
You've done 2 actions so far, so the next action you take is a -6. What else do you want to do?
Ooh.
You can't move any farther. You've expended your full run.
Do these guys look? They're just lab people. They're just scientists.
Correct. They are wearing. Listen, they're wearing super sciencey lab coats with the Zetatech emblem and their last name on it.
Then I'll whip out from under my coat my FNRL heavy assault weapon and brandish it at them to like try to get them to open, like raise their arms in the air and just
Okay.
like,
Make a intimidation roll at -6. If you don't have it, it's cool or will, whichever one of those applies to
Cool.
you.
Yeah.
cool then, I guess.
Okay, you have a -6 to it. You need to hit a 15.
I'm gonna dump all my luck into it.
Oh boy, this is a man who's going hard.
That's just mod 3
Mm-hmm.
for luck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you, how much are you dumping in? 3 points?
All of it. That's
Yes.
all my luck.
Yep.
God
Nope.
damn.
All right, so you pull out a gun, and it's not that they aren't afraid of it, they're just not going to do what you say. It looks like they're going to like dive for cover behind the table on their turns. Maybe.
I don't care as long as they're out of the fucking way.
Okay. Pascal. Oh, sorry, is there anything else you want to do at a -9?
No.
Okay. Pascal. I mean, you're sitting there holding a cell phone. Everything went really well for you right up until those alarms were going off. Thought you did a bang up job.
What can I do to cancel the alarm?
If you were plugged into a security terminal, like interface with it, you could try to cancel it. A netrunner could do it. You could,
Is there a security terminal in this office?
You mean in Johnson's office?
Johnson's office.
No. Johnson, to be clear, Johnson lives in a broom closet. He's the Harry Potter of this facility. You could always call security using Johnson's cell phone, impersonate the guy you just talked to on the phone, and try to get them to cancel it. That will be very difficult, but it is possible.
That's going to be my second choice. So if I got into the doctor's office, can I cancel it from there?
You can attempt to cancel it from there.
Or attempt to cancel
The
it.
thing is, you don't know that MASH is already plugged into the computer.
Oh, fuck me, Nash.
So what's your run?
My run is 12.
All right, you make it into the room with the intent of getting in there, and you notice MASH is already, he's using the last USB slot, basically. He's using the only USB slot.
I told him that I was going to cancel the alarm, and so he got on the fucking computer. Nice.
All right, what do you want to do with your action? This is your second action now. You get in there, you have to make your way past Newton, you have to step over a chair and a body.
All right.
Now, there's more electronic devices in here. Obviously, all of the walls are holographic technology. The desk has some electronic devices like tablets and papers left out.
Was I able to hear the doctor's voice from down the hall?
I mean, you heard it over the cell phone.
Okay. I'm going to pick up the doctor's desk phone.
I'll buy this. Yeah.
And call security.
Okay. You press
Impersonating the doctor.
*1. All right.
Impersonating the doctor and tell them that.
All right. So let's role play this.
Yep.
All right. The person on the other end picks up the call and goes, "This is security. We're in a code 1 lockdown. What do you need, sir?"
And I'm like sounding like super asshole. Like I'm like, yes, I know we're in lockdown. One of the technicians was in here and hit the button accidentally while he was trying to find the power. You can't get good help anymore. Fucking.
I understand,
you just
sir.
Aren't up to the standards of Arasaka that I'm so accustomed to.
Yeah. Authentication code, sir.
Authentication? You're asking me for authentication?
I'm glad you went down that route.
That's a
what I was
good
hoping
one.
for.
All right. Make a
Yeah.
persuasion and fast talk. I'm going to give you a +3 because you've got his voice recorded. You threw in a little Arasaka talk there. You need to hit a 20. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, MVP Glimo.
Well,
Oh, good God.
So it doesn't happen immediately, but at the end of the round, they're going to cancel the alarm. And you know that because he says, "Understood, sir. We'll cancel the alarm."
amazing.
Tell him to ignore any extra alarms for 15 minutes.
That's not how it works.
Shit.
Not how any of this works.
I feel like you're that scene from Star Wars Episode 7 where she's like, "And leave me your rifle."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave me your rifle,
Maxine.
Daniel Craig. Okay.
Well,
Things are going wild in every direction. At the same time that Coltan is threatening scientists with guns, you can hear Mash, Newton, and Pascal all having separate conversations.
all right. Well, I see that. Okay, so Pascal is in the process of getting everything like unlocked down. So in that distraction, can I just like go through the door and get in the lab?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm like in the lab now. Yeah.
The lab is over here.
Where's
And
my lab?
that is his office that you went in.
There we go. There's my lab. All right.
Okay, you're
sweet.
straight into the lab. I mean, are we talking you're holding a gun out or like a knife or something, or are you just going in with your clipboard? These guys are already being threatened with a very large rifle by Colton, so they're ducking underneath faces.
Are they holding flashlights threateningly?
That is what their tokens
I'm
have.
just here to fix the power. What the fuck?
I don't have an unlimited number of modern day tokens, unfortunately.
They think they're playing Alan Wake, huh?
Wow.
All right, I am pulling out my Colt AMT Model 2000
Okay. Now you're a serious player.
at the ready.
Is that it? You're just pulling it. It's fine if you're just pulling it out.
I mean, I could like, I guess
You
I
could start
just,
shooting
like,
them. Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna shoot some people.
Okay.
'cause,
So it's a -6
yeah,
to shoot them.
It's
but
-6.
Yes, because this will be your third action. Because you walked in, then you. Well,
Okay.
pulling out the gun is part of one action. So yeah, it's only -3.
All right, so I pulled it out and I clicked that, and oh god.
Your
Okay,
difficulty
so
right now
yep,
is
yep.
a 15.
negative. All right, how do I go to negative with that?
Negative with what?
You said it's like a
modifier?
-3.
Yeah, -3 in the modifier. Yep. No, it'll get you done.
I have input value and be hit. That's all I'm
sorry.
seeing.
Yeah. No, so that's the wrong thing. That's when you hit, you'll roll that. You need to roll your handgun skill right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. You'll roll the ranged weapons once you've actually hit a number of times. So several questions here. Your gun is it an automatic?
I don't think it is.
Here.
It's a handgun. No, AMT. Does that mean automatic?
I think that's the people who made it. Colt AMT Model 2000 is a non-automatic handgun. It is. Oh wow, it's really big. Okay. Yep. All right. Make a roll.
So I'm rolling handgun.
Yep.
And it's gonna be -3, so set -3.
What's the caliber of bullet in it?
12 millimeter. It's big.
Oh shit, that's super loud too.
Submit.
Yeah. Ooh, wow.
No.
Yep. You definitely hit. So which of these two guys are you shooting at?
I am going to shoot at. I'm going to shoot at the dude to the left.
Okay. All right. Now is where you roll one hit on the Colt AMT Model 2000.
Okay.
And we'll see where you hit. These guys have no armor. So any hit is probably going to be pretty bad. That can't be right. It rolled 4d6. Huh, interesting. I don't know why it did that. Let me take a look. I see what happened. Let me. You gave it 3 different damage types.
Oh, how did I do that?
Don't worry about it. I fixed it.
Also, with the weapon, you need to make sure that you have armor piercing selected as no or yes.
Oh yeah, it's probably got that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get in
that's
here
what
and-
the red.
Yep.
Red
So
one
not
means, yeah.
armor piercing. Good. All right. So wherever this hits, it'll be in the chest. The bigger question is how much damage does it deal? 11 damage in the chest is enough to instantly destroy the torso. He is dead.
Yay.
So you shoot this guy with a big frickin' bullet in the chest, and he goes, "Ah!" I mean, all of the good stuff, heart, liver, kidney, all destroyed by the bullet impact.
That's definitely not
He
good.
flies
That's-
back. He actually lands against one of the medical beds back here and like starts writhing on it. As he goes into shock. I mean, he's gonna bleed out and die because he no longer has several internal like lung organs.
Yeah. I love that you're going through the laundry list of things I needed that I don't have now. Thank you.
Correct. This is where we will end this episode, friends.
Oh.
I need to ask all of you to entertain the audience while I do experience points because I didn't do it during the episode. So I need to go back through all of your rolls and figure out who gets what.
When Colton sees Maxine blow this guy's entire torso, he's like, "Not the liver!" Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. It's the liver. That delicious liver.
I love the idea that I come out of the thing is like, guys, I got what I need, and there's just like fucking
Blood everywhere.
and I'm just like,
Yeah.
it was a minute.
Oh my god, where am I going to get my organs? This is not good.
They still have sample processing in the morgue at the bottom. So,
Yeah.
There's plenty of organs to be found.
so as long as we can grab a card off one of these dudes, then we can use those to get in those, I think.
Oh,
I
mean,
no
like-
one heard the bullet. Because that would have, yeah. We'll see. We'll see how lenient Arthur is.
Did you really just call me after your fucking dog?
Yeah, I almost did.
Wow.
Almost did.
Wow. You didn't almost. You actually did.
Thanks, Ronan.
Thanks, Ronan.
Wow.
And that means that's how much he cares about you.
Oh, that
Arthur,
hurts
my
deeply.
dog is very smart. Very, very smart.
He's a very good boy.
Yes, he is.
Just like you.
Some would disagree with you. All right, so guys, we got into a little heavy cop stuff, and I got to tell you, that's probably going to keep happening because cops in this game are horrifying, awful people. Which
Those guys were nice.
they intentionally tried to bait the team A into wrecking themselves before they could get checked. Pascal got some stuff done. Whoa, wow, 26 persuasion. Yeah, that's gonna earn you a lot because that is the kicker. Although I gotta be honest, that effort has been undone by the gunshots. They're probably gonna re-enable the alarm.
I really didn't want you to shoot.
It's gonna buy you one round of good stuff,
God.
but you're gonna get a lot of experience towards that. Did Colton really not roll? Oh, you rolled a gunshot. That's what it was. All right, so Newton did wrestling.
I didn't roll to shoot the gun. I rolled to intimidate.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I think that's the only roll you made the whole session, though, which is fine.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think so, maybe.
So, library search, which you failed. Colton got... And I'm just going to go ahead and give Maxine a good bit of experience for that handgun roll. Because it worked out exactly like how you wanted. Okay, so we're ready to do experience. I'm going to do it in reverse order. Colton, you get 1 IP towards intimidate. Pascal, you get 2 towards first aid. Let me know when you got that.
First aid 2.
Persuasion 4.
Persuasion 4.
All right. Maxine, you get 3 towards handgun.
Yay.
1 towards brawling.
Okay.
And 4 towards street deal.
Did I not make an education roll? Oh, no, we didn't because
We didn't do that. No.
Yeah.
How much for street deal?
4.
4, thank you.
Newton, 2 towards wrestling.
Keep
1
in
towards
mind-
stealth.
Keep in mind, wrestling is a lot harder to level up than all the other skills. So.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You got 1 for stealth.
Yep.
1 for awareness notice.
Ooh, that brings me up to 3 for awareness notice.
Mash, you got library search 1, wardrobe and style 3.
That's the important stat.
Yeah. Stealth 1.
Okay.
Awareness notice 3.
Awareness notice 3. Okay. Yep.
And persuasion 1.
What about taekwondo?
Go ahead and give yourself 3. I missed that.
3.
All right, and everybody gets 4 overall IP. You can put this into anything you want.
So just add that onto the other floating XP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
the XP box.
Yep. It's
So
floating.
everyone should
Put
be
it-
at 7 for that, by the way.
Yep.
All right.
And it's 10 total to open up a new skill.
Yes.
Yes.
Though, for example, if you've rolled a skill that you don't have, you can use those IP and your floating IP to get the skill. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I might do with Intimidate, because if we're going to do that more often, then
well.
I mean,
Well.
all the stuff that I would roll is when shit hits the fan. So like next
Yeah.
episode, if people are dying and dead, then I'll probably be getting XP there. But
Yeah.
so I got to like
Beautiful.
start rolling stuff that I am not as good in and try to. try to do
Skyrim,
stuff.
man. You just have to stand behind a guard in a crouched position for like 3 hours and continuously move forward and backward.
Bucket on the head.
All right, I'm writing down what happens at the beginning of the next round.
Half an hour has been hit. They're all going home. We get free reign of the place.
Yeah, that's not
That's
gonna.
right.
All right, sorry about that wait, audience. Friends, how did we feel about tonight's episode?
It's good.
A lot of planning, and then plan didn't go as planned.
Honestly, I completely fucking forgot about I can take as many actions as I want on my turn stuff.
Hmm.
Like I completely fucking spaced on that. I wouldn't have done what I did if I remembered that. So, yeah.
Well, the problem now is that you're locked into that library search. Now that you're plugged in, your only options
Yeah.
are finish it or deplug yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But if we need to get out, we already know those back things are windows. We can just
Yep, you can throw Mash Nathers through the wall in order to get to the
True.
other side.
or
You,
throw
you
a
pick up the
chair through
computer
window.
terminal and throw it with him so that he's
Yeah.
still plugged into it.
The computer terminal lands on him, so it doesn't take any damage.
Wow. Here's-
Sure.
okay.
I can fix up Mash. We can't fix up. Well, maybe Pascal can fix up computer terminal. Oh wait, you're not a tech. You're a
That's
fixer.
correct. He's a fixer that works on tech, which is like being a tech, but more evil.
I have basic tech, but not.
So do I.
Certainly
But
not enough.
Not enough to fix a thing that got thrown through or a computer that got thrown through a window.
Okay. All right. As we wind down here, we're going to do outros. But first, I want to remind everyone, Summer Survey is in the description on YouTube, or of course, if you go on Discord, you'll find it in the announcement section. Number 2, Ratosaurus, like me, is a butterfly of ever-changing colors that relies entirely upon the goodwill and input of others to survive. I'm sure he would like to hear from you, audience, about what you thought of the battle overlay. I'm just going to switch back over there real quick so that you maybe get a remembrance of what that looked like. Let him know. Let him know how you feel about it. If it's good, if it's bad, put it on Twitter at Ratosaurus, throw it on Discord, say it in the chat right now. On YouTube, throw it up there. I'll pass it along to him. What do you think? And of course, we got the wonderful character portraits by Bearded Jalopno. You can find him on my Discord if you want to commission him. He is a commissionable artist. Yeah, tell us what you think about the episode, of course. This is episode 2. The first episode got quite a bit of views, but that always happens with the new series. We want to know if you're sticking around for the long haul. If you want to know what these chuckleheads are up to when they're breaking into offices and then immediately busting out Taekwondo. You know, speaking of Taekwondo, Dave, what do you got for an outro?
Hey everyone. I'm glad everyone got to see the merits of martial arts in this episode. Most people ignore it when they play Cyberpunk, and I tend to think that martial arts and in general melee combat is really, really, really powerful in this game, especially with the stun system. So even if you love tap someone in the stomach, you can make them. Most generic NPCs have very low stun rating, or around like the 6 to 7 mark, as like the highest. So generally it's fairly easy to stun some people. So it is a good option if you want to just, deal with people. I didn't think I would break his leg though, so that's always fun. But yeah, thanks for watching. Arthur, thanks for running. I know this game slows down a lot when it comes to combat, so
I feel like we did okay.
Yeah. We haven't started shooting automatic weapons though yet, so we'll see if we get into that. But yeah, if you want to follow my stuff, you can do so on Twitter. Twitter's the best place. Henley, HENL3Y for my personal. At Kinky Fridays is my adult video game company. You can go check that out. We have been doing really well on Twitter lately. And No Gravity Games as well for my normal video game stuff. So lots and stuff going on everywhere. But yeah, that's me. Thanks for watching.
Counterclockwise, Refashionista, Master of the Chinchilla. What do you got for an outro?
Just thanks everybody for watching. Thank you guys for playing, and thank you for being an awesome DM. Yeah, Jillian.
Thank you for being an awesome player. All of you.
Thank you. Cool. Just look me up, Refashionista. Just Google it, you'll find it. Yeah, I'm just like apparently shooting first and asking questions later, which may be like a real bad idea in retrospect. We'll see.
Oh, we can only learn. We can only learn, right?
Brian, thank you as well. Thank you for being a player here tonight. Now that we're all thanking each other, let's do your outro as well.
Yeah, you can follow me on the socials at Spootnik_71 or Spooty McTootie here on Twitch. I will be here on Wednesday. Thank you, Arthur, for being the referee. And yeah, I had fun tonight. It was a good episode.
Glimo, you're anti-clockwise, counterclockwise as well. Thank you for coming out to play tonight. I feel like Pascal added a very gritty, like, damn it, MASH, this wasn't the plan moment.
Yeah, like for last week, Pascal was the murder hobo. This week, I didn't kill anybody. Everyone else was,
Don't worry. Summer child, don't worry. Next episode, there will be many more people for you to kill.
Yeah, it was fun. If you like horror games and want to watch me run some, come see me on Twitch on Sunday nights, twitch.tv/Glimo. I run Call of Cthulhu and occasionally other things when the stars are right.
When the stars are right? I mean, when the stars are right, you should be running Call of Cthulhu, but... Drumurboy, thank you for joining us tonight. Maybe I didn't get enough opportunity to give you things to roll on, but I really and I feel like that last week, but next week you're probably going to be rolling first aid and medtech a lot. I feel you're going to gain a lot of experience harvesting the dead.
Yep.
Which may be us.
I mean, look, that's what party members are for, harvesting.
I'll pay my own organ debt.
Just slice your organ or your liver, because like livers can grow their halves again. Make a little liver farm.
You know, I've run a lot of games of Cyberpunk, and I have never seen episode 2 in organ debt. Like, never. Never seen it. So, good job, everybody.
It's session 2, so I'm still getting my cyberpunk, my cyber legs going.
Organ debt.
System, all that stuff. But yeah, it's still fun. I like all you guys, and thanks for having me, and thanks viewers for watching. If you have Amazon Prime, now would be a prime time to use it on Mr. APGamingREAL's channel to keep up the tradition of Twitch Prime.
Which Prime?
It's true. We need a cyberpunk version.
I mean, the Cyberpunk version is probably justin.tv. It never changed.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I make music. You can search my misspelled name, Drumurboy, on Google, and it'll bring up a little artist page on the side that'll take you to the various platforms that my music can be found on. Also, Bandcamp. I don't think Bandcamp's on there just because it's not a widely circulated thing. But Roleplay Radio is the other thing that I do. That's also on Bandcamp and Spotify. Those are the roleplay tunes: Court of Swords, Echoes of Eternity, which is the Star Wars game, and a bunch of other systems that I can't remember right now, but they're on there. Most of them are like 80s synth Stranger Things-y kind of things, or big sci-fi things.
I do still need to watch season 3.
Of Stranger Things?
Yeah, I never got around to it. It's been almost a whole year. It's 4th of July again. Wow. Holy shit.
We're gonna release
It has been a whole year.
Wow.
Is the new one next month?
Maybe.
Is it
Aren't
next
they like
month?
in their 20s now? How are they still having like hijinks?
Listen, they made
It's gonna be their
bold
kids.
they made a bold move of casting children in actual child roles, and it fucking worked for them.
Yeah.
Those kids are good.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm watching Modern Family right now, and whenever they go between this season and the next season, and the kids are significantly fucking older, it's like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the
Like,
baby is now 7. Yeah.
like for the first 3 seasons, the baby didn't talk, and then all of a sudden the baby's just like this fucking tall and talks, and it's
Sassy
like,
as hell.
oh god.
For season 4 of Stranger Things, I think they said this is the end of like the current cast of kids, but it will continue on to season 5 with new,
Good. Tales from the Loop style.
pretty much. Oh, if you want some of that on Amazon Prime, there's a Tales from the Loop series.
Yes, there is.
I'm gonna watch it at some
Also,
point.
The Boys season 2.
Ugh.
Oh
Coming
yeah,
back.
I still haven't seen The Boys season 1.
Do it. It is so good.
The
Yes,
boys, I mean, they're back
Yeah,
in
we'll
town.
watch that.
Haven't you
Very
heard?
good.
The boys are back in town.
My goodness. But yeah, thanks for
Spread the word
watching.
around.
We'll be back
Thank you,
next
Glimo.
week.
Guess who just got back today?
I believe we'll be back next week.
Yeah, is
Uh,
everybody good for next week?
Yeah.
All right, we will be
Keep
back.
an
then.
eye out on nerderdad.com for a thing that I did work for that isn't out yet, but will be out soon.
Now, just so the folks at home know, in the future, if we miss a week because one or more cast members aren't here, I don't run shows where people aren't there, because then I like to run shows how I watch shows, and when I watch a show where a cast member isn't there, they're like, all right, well, Evelyn stands in a corner and does nothing all episode, or Ashley Johnson appears as a hologram, and I'm just like, ugh, this is terrible. Like, there's an obvious hole in the cast, so
Someone got food poisoning and is asleep, and they must be lugged around all episode.
I
I've
mean,
definitely done the episodes where people aren't there before, and it's difficult.
yeah,
And
I don't want to do that difficult. I want everything to be
Yeah.
easy mode.
Cyberpunk weekend at Bernie's. Let's go.
Mash Nathers
we
is
did
dead.
that.
We're working on rejuvenation juice to bring him back alive, but someone still needs to do his broadcast.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hi guys, I'm Mash Nathers. Look
be
at
pretty
my
easy.
arms.
You just get dead hands and just fluff them around, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's.
All right.
dude. Anyway, that's it for me.
Okay. Yeah, Spootnik. I'm getting you out of here. That's it. We're done.
Spooty's bedtime.
It's true. I didn't think it would take so long to do experience. I tried wrapping up 10 minutes early. It did
I'm
not
about
work.
to turn into a pumpkin.
Okay. All right. Don't know what to
Dogs
say.
have to wake us up at like 5